Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon, good morning. Welcome to the live Q&A for the Hanjang crochet along. That's a lot of words all in one place. I'm just clicking to go live in all the places that we need to be. I'm live on well, I hope I am. No one's here yet. I'm live on my YouTube channel, on my Facebook page, and on my Facebook community group. So hopefully there might be some people around. Come and say hi when you've arrived. I've got the chat up on the side here. If you don't know what we're chatting about today, it is the Starlight Crochet Along that my hair is covering up. I'm so sorry. The sweater for the Starlight Crochet Along released just over a week ago. And I'm here today with the exciting news that the hats and the matching, coordinating, whatever you want to call it, mittens are also live. So I'm very, very excited to share those with you today. Oh, we've got lots of people coming in. Hurrah! I am in the right place. Wendy's here. Hi, Wendy from Yorkshire. Laura's here from Maryland. Jennifer's here. Good morning, Jennifer. And Anita. Hi, Anita. Hello, everyone. Come on in. Tell us, firstly, most importantly, how are you? And are you making a Starlight sweater, hat, or mittens? Let us know. And if you are, whereabouts are you? And have you got any questions for me? Because basically, that's what I'm here for today, obviously, to chat about anything crochet that you'd like to, of course. Fire your questions at me. I am yours. Yes, let me know. Oh, lots of people coming in. Karen's here. Jill's here from Essex. Oh, Susan's here from Valencia. How lovely. Oh, Samantha's here from Manchester. Olivia in Ireland. And Natalie from Canada. Happy Thanksgiving for yesterday. I believe it was yesterday, or definitely over this weekend sometime. And Marianne's here from Philadelphia. Goodness me, we're doing lots around the world, aren't we, today? That's absolutely wonderful. It never ceases to amaze me how far around the world we all are and how wonderful it is that we can all come together and that crochet is bringing us together in this instance. So come on and tell me. Oh, yes, Jennifer, a Starlight sweater. Hurrah! You've started it. Now, I've seen lots and lots of people. If you don't know what we're talking about, we are doing a crochet along for this sweater, as I said, coordinating hat and the mittens. And we are hosting it in the Hanjang Crochet community group, which, shall I put a link just in case you're watching on a different place? Hang on. Oh, I always worry when I go to another tab that you're not going to be there when I come back. Oh, you are there. It's okay. Don't panic, Hannah. That is the Hanjang Crochet community group. I've just put it in the chat and it is live there. It's saying, yes, it's commented on Facebook and YouTube. So have a look. Trace is saying, love your designs. I'm not yet at this level, but I want to learn. Awesome. Awesome. And we'll have a chat about levels because I have lots of issues with the fact that, yes, I have to put whether things are for beginners or easy or intermediate, etc. on my patterns. But I honestly believe if you have the right resources, the right attitude and the right patience, then you can absolutely do anything. Now, this literally uses beginner stitches. It uses US single crochet and US double crochet. That's all you need to know to make this sweater and the matching hats and the matching mittens. So if you can work a single crochet and a double crochet, you are absolutely fine. I will teach you the rest. I promise. Oh, Anita's saying, I've got all the yarn for the sweater, but still working on my queen size blanket. Oh gosh, bless you. Well, the great thing is there's absolutely no rush. If you've got that pattern, you've got the yarn, it will be ready for you whenever you are. And whenever I do these crochet alongs, so basically we all pick the pattern, we all work on it at the same time and support each other. That's kind of like, it's whenever you want it to be, basically. This won't end. I never ever give an end date to my crochet alongs. I just give a start date. We have started. You can join in when you like, and the community will always be there for whenever you are ready to start your project with us. So that was a lot of waffle, wasn't it? Let me know if there's any questions for anyone that is making so far, or if there's anyone that wants to make but is a bit worried about it, anything that I can do to reassure you, or if there's anything about the designs that you would like to know. I'll obviously go through them this afternoon a bit. And what I forgot to say at the beginning of the last live, and said it right there at the end, which was a bit silly, is that anyone that comments on the live today, whatever it is that you would like to ask or share with us, etc., will count towards a giveaway that I will do at the very end so that people can win the sweater, the hat and the mittens patterns. And currently they are all only available as PDF patterns for purchase in my store. The hat and the mittens will be going live on the blog within the next kind of week and a half. So you will be able to access them that way if you would like to. But go ahead and comment on the live, ask me anything you'd like, and that will count towards the giveaway at the end that we will do. And don't let me forget to do the giveaway, because I feel like that might be something I'll forget to do. Remind me, that can be your comment. So we talked about the sweater lots last week. So actually what we'll do is talk about the hats and the mittens first, because these, I think, are, let's get the little diddy baby one. Look at this. These are a great way if you are worried about tackling a sweater as your first project with either overlay mosaic crochet or with a yoke, or, you know, if there's any aspect of this that really, really worries you, then absolutely start with a hat. The mittens are a little bit more involved than the hat is. So I would say the hat is the best thing to start with if you've not used this technique before. Now the hat, as you can see, uses the exact same motif that we have on the sweater and on the mittens. And what we do, I haven't weaved in my ends, please don't tell anyone. What we do is we work the band back and forth in rows, so the rib of the hat, this ribbed band. And then from that, we then start working in rounds, joined rounds that go up towards the top here, and then we shape gently at the top. So the majority of this hat is exactly the same stitch count all the way. So there's not crazy increasing or anything. In fact, there's no increasing at all because we just decrease at the top. So we start with the number that carries on most of the way for the hat, and then we gently decrease and close for the top. So there's no ends to weave. I won't show you. Don't look. There's no ends to weave in unless you would like to do what I have done here. In fact, it's probably quite good to show you, isn't it? What I have done here, because these graded yarns that we've been using, this prism yarn from Mary Maxim, the colour change is quite long in them. So if you're doing a little baby hat, you're not going to get much of a colour change with the amount of stitches that you have. So all I did was I took this darker section to use for that bit, and I did this lighter section to use for that bit. I hope that makes sense. And I talk about that actually in the mittens video tutorial, because it can be quite challenging to get your mittens to match your hat, but I've got a good trick for that, and I do show you how to do that in the tutorial. So I'll grab a pair of mittens and a matching hat. Where have we got some? Here we go. I didn't make all of the mittens to match all of the hats. I just did a few examples. And oh, there's lots of people chatting. I'll come back in a sec. Let me just show you these first. So this is the hat and its matching mitten. And what I did is that I broke the yarn so that I could get the colour that I wanted from the gradient of the yarn, if that makes sense. And that was actually remarkably easy to do. You do have to go diving and winding little bits here and there and everywhere, but it's well worth the effort if you would like them to match like this. They look much more coordinated that way, I think. So let's have a look. Lots of people. Oh, good morning. Lots of people saying hello. Oh, Nicola, that's a good question. Is the pattern available in UK instructions? So all of my patterns are written in US crochet terminology, but they do include a UK to US conversion. And in this pattern, the only thing that you need to know is a single crochet and a double crochet, which translates to a UK double crochet and a UK treble. So all you'll need to do is everywhere that it says SC in the pattern, you're going to work a double crochet in UK terms. And everywhere where it says mosaic double crochet, you're going to do a mosaic treble stitch. So a mosaic stitch, we all know, once you know the technique, you know what that is. And so it's actually quite easy to translate these, especially these, because they only use those 2 stitches. Oh, Joy's saying good morning from Mississippi. Good morning, Joy. Jamie saying your sweater is stunning. Thank you. I do think that this is my favourite version. So I've made 3 versions. I'll show you the other 2 in a minute, but I think this might be my favourite. I don't wear black all that often, but actually, I think with this pop of colour on it, which kind of matches a bit of my hair here. This is kind of my hairish colour, isn't it? So it kind of works, I think. Lisa's here. Hello, Lisa. Here we go. Oh, Pam, this is a really good question. With mosaic crochet, any care instructions to consider different from regular crochet with acrylic yarns? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think the overlay mosaic crochet kind of literally sits on top, doesn't it? So they kind of, I would treat it in the same way that you would treat post stitches, in that you don't want to, and any acrylic yarn actually, any yarn actually, you don't want to create any friction on it. So you want to be really careful that you have no friction. So just wash it, care for it, dry it in exactly the same way as you would any other project would be my advice. But I think I'm always especially careful of textured stitches, which they're not technically, but they feel quite textured. They sit up and above the other stitches. I don't know if I can lay it flat and you can kind of see they sit up and above, and you want to protect that as much as possible. So for these, I would say wet block them just with warm water. Or obviously you don't really need to do that with hats because they've got the negative, they're smaller anyway than your head, so you kind of want them to stay smaller. But the sweaters, I would wet block them, or if you're very, very careful, proper steam block, but don't go too close. Do not go too close, as I have discovered to my peril before. Ah, Lily's saying, love your designs and love learning new techniques from Costa Rica. Excellent. Are you making one, Lily? How are you joining us? I'm going to put the link up in a minute and the QR code and tell you about that. Oh, here we go. Lisa's saying, I'll be starting with the hat to get a feel for the mosaic crochet. Brilliant idea. It's been a bit since I've done this technique. Absolutely, Lisa. And I think you're really sensible doing that. I think unless you want to wear the hat yourself, go for one of the little ones, go for a diddy one, because you can make that in a couple of hours. And once you've got that muscle memory back, you'll be absolutely fine. You'll be absolutely fine. Kim saying just a bit late. No worries at all, Kim. We are absolutely here and ready for you. Don't worry. Oh, Samantha saying, can't wait to make the black jumper, but right in the middle of making the Yuletide mosaic with the decorated tree, and I'm really enjoying it. Awesome. Well, that's another one of my overlay mosaic crochet patterns. So you'll be well versed at the chart reading and everything, won't you? By the time you get to it. Oh, fantastic, Julia. I'm almost finished with the yoke of my Starlight sweater and I'm so excited. Oh, Julia, tell us what colours you've got. Have you posted in the group? That's the other question, because I've seen quite a lot already. Someone's almost finished. I can't remember the name of the person that shared it, but someone has literally just got a sleeve left to do in a week. So that's very impressive. Having said that, I did make one of mine in under a week when I was filming it. So it is completely doable. They don't take as long as you think, actually. And I think that's quite the beauty of it. I don't, slow fashion, absolutely slow fashion, but there is something terribly satisfying, isn't it? Especially this time of year, about making something and it not racing through it and then it's still not taking that long. So let me put up the bits and pieces. So what should we start with? So the Starlight sweater pattern is available, and let me put the link. I should have got this so I didn't turn to the side and turn my face to you. There we go. I'll put that in the chat as well. So here's the sweater, and the sweater pattern is available on Etsy and Ravelry, and you can watch the video tutorial as well. That's available on my YouTube channel. It's up and it's live. And this pattern, it's very, very involved in terms of all the charts and everything. And I don't want you to have half of a product. So this is the only format that this will be available in this PDF form. The hat and the mittens, however, they have just launched on Etsy and Ravelry. But as I say, they will be coming to the blog as free to view without the charts, because they're much, much easier to do without the charts. But I know lots of people like them. So I'm trying to talk and type at the same time. It's not a good idea, is it? So the hat and the mittens I'll put here as well. But the important thing to know is that for today, the hat and the mittens are buy one, get one free. So if you, wherever you purchase, whether you purchase on Etsy or Ravelry, just add the other one to your cart. I was like, do I do a code? How do I work this? Actually, if you just put them both in your cart, the offer will apply and you'll get one of them for free. So that's until the end of today. So go, go, go. Let me put one of them up there for you. So these are the mittens. They're a lot easier to see on someone, is it? But I thought I'd look a bit odd sat in my office with gloves on. Melinda saying, I love the Starlight sweater, but I'm intimidated by it. Tell us more, Melinda. Tell us what you're intimidated by. Is it the construction or the overlay mosaic crochet technique? What part of it is worrying you? And let me know, because I'd love to chat more about it. In fact, I will chat more about it, actually, the construction and things. We'll go through that now, and maybe that will help you do it. And the other thing to do, and in fact, I released it slightly earlier than I'd planned. The other thing to do is go and watch the video tutorial. If you can bear to watch me and listen to me, I think it's like, I don't know, 45 minutes long or something like that. But even if you just watch the start of it, just to get the idea and the gist of how mosaic crochet works, how we construct this yoke, and then how we create this, the sleeves and the body and all that kind of stuff. Go and watch that. Shall I pop that link in there as well for you? Let's pop the YouTube tutorial link. If you're watching on my YouTube channel, you'll be able to find it. No problem there. I feel like I've got a sneeze coming, so I do apologize if that happens. Gail is asking, this is a funny question, not a funny weird, but do any of the patterns use the ribbing that was used in the Swan show? I was never able to get that right. No, they don't. So you'll be happy to hear that they don't. The Swan show that I did 2 years ago now used a yarn over slip stitch, which I absolutely adore and gives you a beautiful ribbing, but it to get your muscle memory to work with it sometimes is challenging. I know that definitely. So so no, not this one. This one I decided I'd stick with single crochets only. So single crochet and double crochet is all that you need to know for these projects. I'm saying that, I'm just checking. Yes, absolutely. So single crochet ribbing in the back loop only, and that actually sits really nicely with the width of the stitches, because as part of the design challenge, you need to work out the width when you're turning and working a join as you go rib, or if you're working it and then working up from it, you need to ensure that your stitches are going to be the same width of them, that they're not going to pull too much. So I just went with the single crochet ribbing, and I think it just sits really nicely with them. Melinda's saying, oh, I love watching your tutorials. I think it's the multiple colors. Right. Well, we can definitely talk about that, Melinda, and hopefully I'll convince you to do it. So you only need 2 yarns for this. You're going to need a plain yarn, a solid yarn, and then let's get on that one that's really bright and bold and colourful, and a variegated, like a prism is what I've used from Mary Maxim for mine, but you can use any variegated yarn you like, or you can use different colours of your choice, but it will mean that you can't carry your yarn. And what I will do is I will turn one of these. So this is my short sleeved version. Again, I haven't weaved the ends in. Oh, please don't tell anyone. Let me turn it inside out for you, because it will show you that this amazing technique only uses one colour per row, round rather. So all you need to do is work one colour per round. And so let's call the solid one A and the colourful one B. And so you're going to have a round of A, and you're in that round of A, you'll only have either a single crochet or a mosaic double crochet. Your next round will be in colour B, and you will only have a single crochet or a mosaic double crochet. So each round you only have 2 types of stitches that you need to use, and you only have one colour. So once you get this technique, it's incredibly easy, because that literally is all there is to it. I honestly think it's such a beginner friendly, or adventurous beginner, I would say adventurous beginner friendly pattern and technique. So hopefully that helps, hopefully. And in terms of the yoke of the sweater, it really is quite simple, because some people were asking in the group about how the increases work. How do you make it bigger? How do you make it grow? Well, that happens, I don't know if I'm going to be able to find one. That happens on the mosaic crochet stitches on the whole. And actually all we do is work 2 mosaic crochets into one of the stitches at whichever point it needs you to. So it's the same as if you were increasing to make a circle and you work two stitches into one and then 1 stitch into the next, 2 stitch into one stitch into the next. That would increase your circle, it would make it grow. It's the same with this. We just put our extra mosaic double crochet wherever the pattern tells us to. And that's what makes it grow. It's not complicated where they're put, because actually most of them are done in, maybe all of them actually are done in yarn A. So it's really simple. You're not going to need to worry about changing colors in a round. It's honestly the best kept secret out there. So if I can convince you to do it, I will absolutely be so delighted. Oh, Julia saying, I'm using teal as my base colour and red heart bitty stripes in the crayon box for the multi. Oh, I think you have posted in the group. I feel like I've seen this. I feel like I've seen this teal and crayon somewhere. Definitely, definitely. It's so pretty. Oh, I cannot wait to see it grow. And a few people actually have got to the point. I'm really surprised people have got there this quickly, where we split for the sleeves on the sweater. And now that is, I know, something that frightens people, but please don't let it frighten you. It's all within the pattern. But the main thing to know is that actually what we do is we end up doing some chains underneath. Once you've got your, it's hard, I should have a yoke really that I can show you the before it's done. But when you have basically your circle of your yoke, you're then going to make a chain that then's going to attach to another part of it and leave you a hole for your sleeve, basically. And then the bottom part of it is what your body is. And this hole that you have there and that hole that you have there become your sleeves. And the other thing that I spoke about quite a bit last week was the fact, or is the fact, grammar's terrible, Hannah, that you can add some short back rows in order to add size to your sleeves and also to tip the front of the sweater forward for a nicer fit around your neckline. So if you didn't add them, it would sit up like this, but if you do add them, it will sit down like this. So that is one way that we can add this extra shaping that we have here. And then once you've done that, once you've got the yoke done and you've split for the sleeves, it's absolutely plain sailing, because you can then just work the body, can taper it in at the bottom as I've done with this version. You can work short sleeves, you can work long sleeves, you can work any sleeves, no sleeves, whatever you would like. You can make this crop, you can carry on and make it into a dress. There's absolutely whatever you would like to do for the rest of the body. And this one, as you can see, I carried on with the mosaic crochet section here, but the black one and the buff coloured one, I just kept it plain for the bottom. So I can't wait to see what you decide to do with all of yours. Let's have a look. Sorry, I'm waffling so much. Ah, Melinda, yes, it definitely did. I have the Prism Autumn Mist on hand. Excellent. Yay, I'm motivated to try it with a little more confidence. That is amazing, Melinda. And come and post in the group. If you get worried or stuck on anything at all, come and post in the group and just say, is this looking right? Does this feel right? Let us know. Let us know. Ah, does the yoke lay flat when opened up? It would make a beautiful tree skirt. It doesn't quite, because our bodies, we don't need it to lay completely flat to fit well. So it doesn't quite, but bear with me, because I may have something up my sleeve. I may have something up my sleeve for that. Oh, Pam saying I'm excited to join, but waiting for my yarn to arrive, and I'm working on a baby blanket for an expecting friend. Oh, lovely. So I'll be late for the crochet along. How long will it go on for? As long as you would like it to be. There are still people making last year's Christmas crochet along that we did together. The Yuletide blanket. In fact, someone talked about it here already today. It will be here for as long as you need it to be. I will be releasing, as I said, the hat and the mittens on the blog for free in the next couple of weeks. All of the patterns are available now, as I say. Oh, let's put the hat one up actually. Oh, and if you've got a cute, if you're watching on something and you've got a phone that you can zap it with, you can zap those and that will be able to show you, open the link for you, that kind of thing. All this technology, hey? So yeah, it's as long as you would like it to be. If you decide to do these this year, next year, whenever you want to do them, I'll still be around for you and we'll all still be here to cheer you on. So please there's no deadlines. There's never a deadline. I don't like deadlines, so I'm definitely not going to give them to other people. So yeah, I've waffled a lot. I'm so sorry. I've told you about the yarn, haven't I, that I used? And that's all linked on the blog post. And this QR code up here that says join the crochet along. And actually, let's put that up there. There's a post about it because lots of people were asking for the for an option, a non-acrylic option. So I have on that blog post that I've just put in the link there on the Hand Jam Crochet site, there's lots of different options for non-acrylic yarns that you might want to use. So to go and have a read through of that, and that post also, if you want, and again, more reassurance about this or more information, talks about all the different shaping things, all the different options that there are for changing and adapting the sweater. And it has also got the information about the hat and the mittens in there as well. So if you just want to read a bit more rather than listen to me waffle, go over to that. Oh, Julia's here. Hi, Julia. I was worried. You're always here. I was like, where is she? Lurking while working. Excellent. Got all the patterns and we'll start after finishing all the ones in progress. I think that's a good plan. I'm not very good at doing that myself because I'm just not very good. Ellen's here saying, looking forward to the cow, just printed the pattern. Hurrah, hurrah. And I would say that it is it's great with these charts that you can either print them, and I've made them as big as I can. Most of them have got like almost a page each for them. Print them out if you can, and then you can use them and cross them off. But you can also use them on a tablet or a device. In fact, I didn't have them with me one day, and so I just used them on my phone, and I just zoomed in, and I could see and I could follow along. It does mean that you can't cross off, but you can if you actually use the editing tool on your device. You can actually just do a little tick on it and follow along in that way. So, here we go. Fantastic. I will probably be using my new Bag a Day hand-dyed merino. Oh, that sounds rather lovely. That sounds really lovely. I cannot wait. Do come and post when you start it, or lots of progress pictures. That's what we want. Olivia's asking, is this pattern in DK or Aran weight? It looks fabulous in black. Thank you. It's in DK weight. So it's a category 3 weight yarn. And actually, that's a really good question because some of the substitute yarns that I have suggested on the website are actually sport weight. They're labeled as sport weight. So we have this thing across the yarn world that different companies and different providers and different manufacturers seem to have a difference of opinion as to what needs to be labeled DK, so category 3, and what needs to be labeled sport, category 2. So the yardage on the Prism and the Mellow Spun that I used is actually really good. I can't remember it. I should remember it. I've used it so much. So 284 yards per 100 grams. Now, you may well find that there are some sport weight yarns that will match this. And it's very soft and it's not fluffy. So actually you can sometimes match with a sport weight yarn. So have a look. And that's what gives it a lovely, lovely drape and a lovely, lovely fit and feel. So it's not a heavy sweater at all. And the fact that we use the back loops only for the body and for the sleeves means that it does have some nice space in it, nice breathability. It's not a heavy, sweaty. And a few people said about, oh, I don't want to wear acrylic because it will be hot and sweaty. Actually, it's really not. So yeah, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. You can use whatever yarn you like as long as it meets the gauge. That's another question that I get asked an awful lot. And some people will message me and say, can I use a category 4 weight yarn? And the answer is you can try. You can absolutely try, especially for like the hats and the mittens. Definitely try if you would like to. But just be aware that it may not meet the gauge, or if it does meet the gauge, it may well be stiffer. The fabric will be stiffer, which won't necessarily matter for a hat, for example, but it will matter for a sweater that you want to wear and move around in and be comfortable in. So I think more importantly for the sweater, really, really think about your yarn choice and make sure that it absolutely meets the gauge. Because yes, you can block it, yes, you can make it and force it to be what you want it to be, but actually start from the beginning. And someone I saw actually in the group, was a really helpful post, said that they tried out the mosaic technique on their swatch, because in the pattern I've just instructed you to do single crochets in the back loop only to meet your gauge, which is perfectly fine if that's how you want to do it. But if you want to have a practice go on the mosaic section, then you can do that within your swatch as well, and then you'll also know how the fabric is going to sit. And I mean, it's very similar anyway once you've got the single crochets underneath it, but yeah, that's another thing that you could try if you wanted. Oh, Ellen's saying, I do love the mellow spun yarn. Yeah, it's a really good price point, really good colors. I went for the solids are very, very plain. I went for like the buff colors and the sand color as well. I used for this. This is a really lovely color on. Shh, more ends. Don't tell anyone. La, la, la. So that was a lovely color to use. This is the buff. What else have I used here? Oh, the cream. I use cream, but I don't think cream is in stock at the moment. But the cream is really, really lovely for the little baby hat. One thing to note on this actually is that and it's perfectly fine. It looks perfectly fine, but the band, if you've got a very light color as your solid color and then quite a dark color as your contrast, it will slightly alter the color because you have little flecks of it peeking through. So I noticed when I'd made this then that the band was slightly different color. It looks like I'd used a different yarn, and I stepped back and I was like, hang on a minute, that was from exactly the same ball. And it's just because we've got this much darker color underneath it at the top. So that's just something to bear in mind when you're choosing your colors as well. So yeah, have I explained enough about the hat and the mittens? Shall I talk to you about the mitten construction? Just so that you know a bit more about that. Oh, yeah, oh, I've got it. We're all good. We're all good. I thought I'd missed a comment there, but no, I think we're good. So the mittens are worked in almost exactly the same way as the hat, in that we start with this back and forth ribbing, rows and rows of that, and then we turn it and then start working in rounds around the edges of those rows. And we do that for a number of rows up until we're ready to split for the thumb. And then when we're ready to split for that thumb, we're going to break the yarn, because our mosaic crochet has to always, overlay mosaic crochet always has to work from the right side facing. So you're going to break your yarn and you're then going to start for a number of rows here. There are not that many. You're going to break your yarn and start again. And then once you've left a space for the thumb, you'll rejoin, and then you carry on working this mosaic section up to the top here. And then for the last few rounds, we just decrease gently to create the top of the mitten there. Then once you've done all of that, we then pop a thumb on. Jobs are good and nice and easy. So they probably take as long actually as the hat to do, because even though they're smaller, there's more work involved with then adding the thumb, and of course you've got to make two of them, haven't you? So so yeah, they're a lovely fun project to make though, and what a lovely gift set is what I'm thinking to have for Christmas, for birthdays, for any time of year actually. So yeah. Lovely. So I think I've covered everything that I wanted to make sure I said today. It's just now, if you have any other questions for me about the crochet along, about the patterns, about the technique, any of that kind of stuff, please do ask. And remember that we're getting near, hopefully, to when we're going to do the giveaway. So if you would like the chance, Wendy, I think it was Wendy last week who won. So she's got her copy of the sweater, and the hat and the mittens will be on its way to her now that they've launched. So comment anything you would like on this live, and then in a few minutes I will scroll through and pick a winner. But the main thing to do is, let me put the link in again for the group. Let me put the group in, is to come and join the group, because this is where all of the action will be happening, or is already happening, to support each other. It's so, so important to join in. Join in, but you don't have to. I said this last week, actually. Yes, this is a really important thing. You don't have to post with your name on that group. I know lots of people are like, actually, I really don't want people to know that I'm doing this. I don't want to be me, as it were, which is completely fine. So you can choose to be anonymous. You can post anonymously on that group. You can just share your picture. If you would like your name in there and you would like a picture of you wearing it, that's absolutely amazing. We absolutely love that. But if you would prefer to stay anonymous, then that's no problem at all. You can just choose to be an anonymous squirrel or something, whatever you would like to be. Oh, Lisa's saying, so excited to get started. Oh, good question, Melinda. Do you have a dupe for Mellow Spun? Yes. So I don't know where you are in the world, but over here in the UK, Love Crafts, if you're looking for an acrylic, Love Crafts do a really nice, what's their yarn called? Paint box yarn is a really good DK weight, and Stylecraft yarns over here in the UK as well. That's another good DK acrylic that would work for this. Then Lion Brand, does Lion Brand have one? I'm not sure, in a DK acrylic. The Color Theory is a category 4, but I would say it's on the lighter end of a category 4. So that could be one that could be worth trying. Ellen's saying, I plan on starting my sweater next week. It will be my first mosaic. That's amazing, Ellen. Can't wait to see. Here we are. Kim, can I make it more oversized? Absolutely, definitely. So all of the sizes are designed to have 2 inches of positive ease. So meaning that if you don't know about ease, just in case, it's 2 inches bigger than your body measurements. So if you are, say, a 36 chest, then it would be a 38. So it would be 2 inches bigger than the standard measurement within that size, if you know what I mean. Because a small person can be between a bracket of sizings. So have a look in the pattern and then go up to the next one, because then there won't be that much difference in it. You can definitely go up a size to make it just a bit more oversized for you. And then if you want the body more oversized but the sleeves not oversized, then you can just work out with the short rows at the back. You don't have to add as many of those if you don't want to, in order to make your sleeves smaller if you're making the bigger size. Conversely, if you would like your sleeves bigger but the body smaller, you can just add more short back rows. And I explain all of that in the pattern and in the video as well. Hope that made sense. Here we go. Nicola, sorry if already mentioned, but what wool have you used for the mosaic you have on the jump? This one. So this one is Mellow Spun in black and Prism in Sandstorm. So this is the Sandstorm, and this is now in stock on the US site. I know it was out of stock. Sorry, everyone, for a little while, but this is now back in stock. It's absolutely stunning, this yarn. I love this yarn. Oh, perfect. Yes. This is an option in the pattern. How did I forget this? Premier Yarns anti-pilling DK. Absolutely, that works brilliantly. And I used as a substitute last year when I was using these yarns. So I know that works and matches my gauge. Absolutely perfect. Yeah. Oh, here we are. Susan's saying, just to say, it's a brilliant pattern. Thank you. Apart from row 14. Oh, bless you. There's just always a round or a row on something, isn't there, that just gets you. It's the repeat, isn't it? I think, of just going, how do I do this? But yes, keep going. If any viewers are thinking about it but not started, do it. It's a brilliant pattern and not as daunting as you may think. Oh, that's wonderful to hear, Susan. Thank you so much. And Susan posted in the group, didn't you, to say, what have I done on round 14? You just have to keep not your wits about you, but it's not a project for the yoke that you can just sit and watch TV and crochet at the same time. You need to know where you are in the pattern, and it's very, very easy to skip one or get lost somewhere in it. But the repeats are very short. They're only up to 8 stitches. So you just need to keep a tab of where you are. I know that's a lot easier said than done, isn't it, Susan? But keep going. You're doing a fantastic job. Susan's saying, can you advise where exactly you've posted the alternative yarn options? So the join the Cal on that post, which is all about the sweater, that has got the different, and I'll post it again in the chat here. That's got all the different options and ideas of different yarns, acrylic and non-acrylic yarns there for you. Oh, Gail saying, enjoyed the chat. Awesome. So have I. Work out how much yarn I need to get it ordered. Looking forward to making them. Brilliant stuff. And now, of course, that post as well, the hat and the mittens being live, there's now information about how much yarn you need if you want to order to do all 3 projects. Anita's saying, I got loops and threads for medium 100% acrylic. Is it suitable? It might be too thick. Loops and threads, I do find, goes on the thicker side, but absolutely have a swatch and see how it goes. See if you can match the gauge with it. And if you're happy with the drape of it, it's definitely worth a go. Definitely. Right. Shall I scroll through then? Let me scroll through. What did I do last week? I covered my eyes and scrolled through. Hopefully I don't land on one of my own comments. But if I do, I'll just figure another one. Here we go. Here you are. Olivia, you have won. Congratulations. So, Olivia, if you would like to message me or email me, and hannah@handjancrochet.com, then just let me know that you are you, and I will be able to send you all 3 of these patterns and you can get going on them. If you've already bought any of them, don't worry, you can choose something else. Just let me know when you email me. So congratulations, Olivia. And thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. I will come back again next week. I'm not sure which day logistically will be right to do the live Q&A session, but I'm going to try and do one because I'm in the UK. I don't know if you can tell, later into the evening for me, which will be more into your daytime over, because I know there are lots of people in the US that would like to join, but this is not necessarily a great time for them. So, oh, that's interesting. Ellen said, I enjoy patterns requiring paying attention at times, then take a break with easy ones as a palette cleanser. I completely agree. Sometimes it's really good to immerse yourself in a pattern, but I'm hoping that this has the best of both worlds, because once this yoke is done, you can check out, because you can then just do single crochet in the back loop only all the way down, and you really don't need to concentrate at all much. Stitch marker, that's the only thing that you need to do once you've got past the yoke and the mosaic section. And lots of congratulations. And Olivia, no problem, Olivia, my pleasure. Just message me and I'll get that sorted for you. Right then, I will see you all next week. Come and post in the community group. Can't wait to see. And definitely, if you do some hats and mittens as well, because we've got loads of sweaters on the go. If you have a little break and do some hats and mittens, or if you just want to do hats and mittens and not the sweater, then please don't feel you have to. You can only join if you just, you're going to do all of them. You really don't have to. You could just choose one project, share it with us, and we'll be absolutely delighted. So thank you very much, everyone.